All right, Coach. Thank you so much for joining me after a hard loss against Lander. I think the bottom line, Lander played they wanted to play, and as much as the offense was doing pretty well, at least in the first half, the 31 turnovers and 40 points off turnovers was the story of the entire game.
Absolutely, that's the name of their game. They try to turn you over, and you know, we made some forced turnovers. We did a poor job of executing press offense, just getting it in at times. And then we had a lot of fumbles. They speed you up, make you play faster than you want to play. And I think the not getting it in and not executing on inbounds against the press and then just the fumbles are the frustrating part. They're going to turn you over some, but 31 is too much to overcome. Particularly, they got it going shooting the ball. They made 11 threes, and if you look just from the 3-point stat, that's the difference in the game. They scored 33 points off threes, and we scored 12. But I thought in phases of the game we battled pretty hard and did a good job. They just had a big spurt in the second quarter, and then that big spurt kind of middle of the third after we made a run and got us back in the game.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that run coming out of halftime, going into the third quarter, down 20 at halftime, but the team was resilient. At one point, outscoring Lander 15-3 to cut the lead to 10. What was the message when you knew that Lander was going to call timeout when you cut the lead to 10?
Well, we just, first of all, we said at halftime, I mean, we can come back from this deficit, but more than anything, it's just a pride half. Go out and compete and show pride in what you're doing. And I thought we did a good job of that. And actually, I think got it to 10 and got an open 3 in the corner that would have cut it to 7. Did a good job of keeping the ball in front of us and not giving up second shots. And then we executed and tagged the basket, got to the free throw line some. I think he got a little frustrated. He subbed 5 at a time, and then we kept going. Then when he called the timeout, they're going to make that run too. Again, basketball is a game of momentum, and that's where we went through that stretch where we struggled to get the ball in and just did a poor job of attacking their press initially.
I think the one thing that makes their press effective is once you're able to get the ball over half court, you got to anticipate the half court trap right away.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed that there were some times throughout the game where your offense would finally get the ball over half court, and then the guard would pick up the dribble. And I felt like that was something that.
Well, a lot of times we hesitate. The areas you don't want the ball is in the corners, right over half court, and we say once. It's attacking early, so you don't have to wait till late to get it across. Because if you have to wait till late to get it across, that corner may be your only choice. But if you're attacking early, then you can pull it back and cross it over and try to get it back to the middle and make one more pass before you cross. But then I think sometimes when we got across half court, we hesitated there instead of trying to go downhill and attack. And again, more experience and do a better job. I thought, but at times I thought like Shania really attacked the rim and got to the rim. I think she was 6 for 7, and I think 5 of those were layups. So we did attack at times. AP attacked the rim at times, but not enough, obviously.
My point was just maintain your dribble if you're a guard once you get over half court, because then it will allow the guards to get into the flow of the offense rather than panicking.
Yeah. Well, our rule is make 2 play, and once the second person plays you, you've got to pull that dribble back and you've got to find options. But if you've only got one person on you, you're going at them and attacking. And again, that's just having confidence in your abilities and yourself to be able to do that.
That brings up my next point. Not only confidence, but an aggressive mindset. Basketball is a physical game. Is that something that you would like your team to have throughout the rest of the season, that it's okay to be a little bit aggressive? Because clearly Lander came out throwing the first punch.
Yeah, well, again, Lander's like that. I mean, their whole game is based on getting after you, getting up in your face, trying to turn it over. If you look at our defensive concept is keeping you in front of you. And, nothing's wrong with either one. If you look at us statistically, defensively, we're one of the best statistical defensive teams in the league. We don't turn people over a lot, but people don't score a bunch off us, and they don't shoot a high percentage. So I think, it just depends on your personnel a lot and your style of play. We do need to be aggressive. I think be assertive, be strong with the basketball, attack the basket. The one thing I watched Augusta tape, and we attacked the basket off the dribble, and I think we're going to have to do that on Saturday.
And that brings up another good point. Not only did you guys attack the basket, against Augusta in the last matchup, but you were able to attack in the paint in particular. 36 of your points of the 72 points were in the paint. Is that one of the strategies going forward against this matchup against Augusta?
Well, I think we try to play inside out. We try to take it to the rim when we get opportunities. We try to get it to the post. Obviously, most everything we run is designed to go through the post. Yeah, we're going to play an inside out game, number one. But you've got to finish down there. You've got to finish when you get it in there, or go inside out and get a better shot. You've got to be able to attack closeouts and get to the rim. And that's one thing. We attacked their pressure a little bit. They pressed us some. We got some fast breaks and some attacks against their pressure early. We got attacks against their man-to-man late. That it makes a big difference. And you get to the free throw line. We shot some free throws against them also.
Absolutely. I think with Howard, Manning, and West averaging 10 points a game, the last game against Augusta at home, Howard was the only really scoring threat with 16 points. Everyone else pretty much had around 8 points or less. So is that another strategy as far as defense goes to maintaining Howard and obviously keeping Manning and West off the glass?
Well, I think number one is doing a good job on Manning, the post player, trying to be physical with her, get her off her spots. I thought we did a decent job here against her because she's a talented player. And then I'm not sure of names and numbers. Zero is who? Which one's zero? Is that West or which one's zero? Do you know? Number zero. Okay. But anyway, the shooter zero, we can't let her get hot. We've got to find her, get up under her, make her put it down. And then three got hot against us late. She hit a couple threes. That's not her forte. Her forte is driving the ball to the basket. She leads them in free throws attempts. So we've got to do a good job of keeping her in front of us and contesting shots. But they've got a lot of kids that can drive the basketball. You put that around a good post player, and it's a good mix.
Absolutely. And my last question for you, Coach. How do you want your team to respond after these past two games on the road trip?
Well, I just told them I just think that we've got an opportunity to match up and win these last 5 games. Now, we're going to have to play well, and they're all going to probably be down to the wire games. I mean, and nothing's going to be easy, I don't think, either way. It's not going to be easy for somebody to beat us. It's not going to be easy for us to beat somebody. Got to play at a possession at a time. We've got to limit turnovers. We've got to come out with our defensive mindset that we're going to get after you defensively and only allow you one shot. That's hurt us lately is offensive rebounding. So the fact that we're going to defend and rebound and then take care of the basketball, and then I think the offense will come.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for your time and best of luck.
Thank you.